you stand for.
Oh, man.
I will break your goddamn ass. You ain't nothing but a punk bitch. Fuck you and every goddamn thing you stand for.
Bro, who invited this dude, bro? What the fuck?
So, bye.
I'd rather watch softcore porn than have to watch all of that.
Dude, whatever you're smoking, buy a ton of it.
I'm the great smack talking on the fucking face of the earth right now.
Then it makes me look like I got owned.
It's not clever. It's not interesting. It's not even funny.
You guys can't coach, to be honest with you. It's the high school coach.
Yeah, go ahead, Unabomber. What the fuck are you saying about the SEC, bro?
Well, this is smacking off. If you don't like it, change your diaper and leave.
You should be thanking me that I'm talking about Tennessee. You
Boomer motherfucking Sooner.
U.S. is far better than Oklahoma historically.
Your meatloaf is moist as my pussy can. I promise you that one.
Don't be ridiculous right now, okay?
Fuck you, Freeze.
Please welcome our guest referee, Landon Beeman.
Bro, who invited this dude, bro?
You know what, motherfucker?
Just like football, man.
Get your own fan base. Shannon.
Talk to me, baby. I'm here. I'm listening. Welcome back to Smacking Off the Podcast. I'm your host, Shannon Madden. I'm joined with Doug Phillips. Doug, what's up?
What's going on?
Living the dream. What do you think about this bracket? We got the NCAA March Madness bracket.
I'm excited as hell about this NIT bracket. Alabama's seeded first. And Memphis is in there too. There's 32 teams, man.
Memphis is a respectable program.
Yeah, this is going to be a great tournament. I haven't paid attention to postseason basketball in a long time, but I know the NIT is a big deal.
Yeah, it's a really, really big deal. I think they give you a trophy at the end of it.
They do.
Yeah.
Little known fact, the NIT used to be the big deal. It did.
Yeah. A real big deal.
Until the NCAA took it over.
Mm-hmm.
One day there'll be a CFP, and it'll be like the NIT, and it'll be the NCAA tournament.
We'll see UCF in that one, I'm sure. Yeah.
What, in the NIT? Sorry, in the CFP?
Yeah, the CFP.
By then, yeah.
The CFP, NIT, however you want to put it. As a basketball fever is in the air. March Madness is upon us. Are you going to get one of those apps where you can watch every single game all at once?
No.
Why not? It's technology.
And there's only 32 teams.
The technology is available. You should.
Oh, you're talking about the big one, the one they call the big dance.
Well, I mean, I know that they have an app where you can watch like most of the first and second round games. I'm sure they are. Yeah, Auburn's sitting pretty.
LSU has to play. Who do they got to play? Yale.
That should pose a
Yale's actually pretty good from what I was reading.
Yeah.
We've got an election going on in the Family Smack.
There's a lot of drama. In fact, we had discussed it in our Sunday segment. Which, if you're tuning in on Tuesdays and you're faithful to the Tuesday podcast, we have an episode on Sundays, family drama. And it kind of highlights what we've got going on in the group, #Family Smack. But it also, brings to light some of the other smack groups that we roll around with. Mm-hmm. I can't think of any of them right off.
But there's some real ingenious campaigning going on right now.
Yeah.
Dude broke his head. What did he break, some 2x4s on his head?
Nick Swain.
Yeah,
Nick Swain. He, on the heels of his apology video that he released the other night, now there's a new video up. Apparently, Shannon Russell is back in the race. It was just a Facebook glitch.
That's what they say.
That's all it was a temporary Facebook glitch.
You know what else is a Facebook glitch?
What's that?
Her video.
What video?
Yeah,
there is that.
That shit's glitching.
That's a sticking point with the other candidates in this race.
This is a chess game. They don't believe that Shannon Russell will make a video, but wasn't Shannon Russell in Teddy's video? Remember?
I believe so.
Did you see it?
Yes.
If I was her, I would say that I would just go ahead and say that was me in the video, and that is my official.
Do you think he did that on his own, or he went to go to Kinko's for that?
I think he had to go to Kinko's.
When's the last time you've been to Kinko's to make a?
Is there really a Kinko? Is there still a Kinko's?
I think it's like FedEx now, like FedEx Kinko's or something.
Teddy takes his shit seriously, dude. He went to the best place around to get that shit done.
Oh, so now he's going to call us now.
Who dat?
Oh, of course it's Bob Arthur. It's about damn time.
I don't think he can hear us yet. It's got to officially see all this little shit in here. Hey, what's going on, dude?
Not a lot of them. Hi, miss you.
Yeah, we called you. You were busy, obviously doing something more important than talking to us.
No, they're watching my iPod screen. It says you. It says.
Well, there's your fucking problem right there, iPod. You need to go to Android. Anarchy, baby. Anarchy. Everything's free over here. Come on, get you some.
Is there anything to really talk about tonight, Bob?
Say what?
There is no basketball being played right now. No.
The NIT don't start for. When does the NIT start?
There's the playing games right now. The Fairleigh Dickinson just beat Prairie View.
In the NIT?
No, in the NCAA tournament.
No, we ain't worried about
games
that.
in Dayton.
Alabama's not playing in that one, so we don't care. We didn't even do his intro. Do his intro real quick. Balls.
Balls. The weekly State of College Hoops with Robert Arthur.
You got rid of the Hispanic voice. Why is that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, this is the same one that's always been.
Oh, I thought that the Hispanic one.
You're thinking about the Smack... No, I've got a Hispanic voice on... Maybe the Smack Jesus commercial. It's coming.
Congratulations, your team sucks chalky balls.
Oh, yeah. No, that's Italian.
Is that Italian? Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. My accents are off. Bob Arthur, how are you now that you've been officially introduced?
What's up, guys?
Living the dream. Yeah, we are definitely, I know we're teasing. We're definitely going to be talking about some NCAA March Madness. You said the games have already commenced, correct?
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
So they got the play-in games tonight and tomorrow night. I guess if they can't figure out whether or not you belong in the tournament, you got one more game to play in. So we've already seen one of them, Fairleigh Dickinson and Prairie View. There's just won their playing game to be the fodder for Gonzaga in the West. So they're the 16th seed. So I guess that'll be Fairleigh Dickinson. So they ain't got a whole lot of chance. But they got to get on TV. They have their programs. Their hard work was rewarded. They get their own spotlight game on national television. So hats off to Fairleigh Dickinson for winning that.
Well, you know that Tiggy, I just actually seen this earlier. Tiggy's already done the math, and it's over. Gonzaga's won this already. He's done the math, and it don't lie, man. I mean, he carried the one. He did everything correctly, and there's no way Gonzaga can lose.
Well, just really quickly, let's break down the West bracket right now. Where do you see Gonzaga's problem? I mean, are they going to go all the way to the Elite Eight, just march right into the game, or are they going to have some trouble along the way?
I think they're going to lose them to Marquette in the third round.
So Marquette is going to top Murray State.
I believe. Yeah, I hate that. I mean, you got two similar teams going on there, but actually, it's both the best players in the country, not named Zion Williamson, are in that game. By the way,
yeah.
And but Marquette overall is always strong in the tournament. They got a pretty good draw. Ja Moran is a hell of a player at Murray State. I can't wait to see that game. It's going to be up and down. It's going to look like 70s NBA. Where it was fast paced, lots of scoring. I think it's going to be a hell of a game. And Gonzaga really, they're 4-3 against respectable competition this year. We'll call it Quad 1 competition. They played, if you look at Gonzaga's preseason schedule, outside of Tennessee, which UK has also played, their preseason schedule looks a lot like Duke's, North Carolina's, and Kentucky's, and Tennessee as well. They've all played pretty much common opponents. Well, all the schools that I just mentioned did a whole lot better with that than Gonzaga did. The only really Gonzaga beat Duke with Zion Williamson. I guess that's why they made them a 1 seed. But other than that, they lost North Carolina, lost Tennessee. So, Kentucky beat North Carolina, lost Tennessee 2 out of 3 times, but beat them once. I'm not really impressed with Gonzaga. I mean, I think we got a good team, but I think if you go through months on end without playing anybody, that you get a idea you're going to win this tournament, you're not going to do it. Besides, look at St. Mary's. It's the team that beat them, traditional high-low post, 2 big men kind of system. Well, they're going to see a lot of slow down stuff like that in the NCAA tournament. starting with Syracuse. Right now, Syracuse, I never root for them to win the tournament because their whole system is flawed. You can't play one defense and expect to win the NCAA tournament unless you have a generational player. Well, the one time they had a generational player, they won a championship, Carmelo Anthony. But otherwise, they play a 2-3 zone. Sooner or later, somebody's going to get hot and beat that. But that ain't going to happen until they play Gonzaga. So Syracuse can beat Gonzaga. Marquette may never meet Gonzaga.
How do you feel about LSU opening up against Yale? I was actually reading that Yale is not really a bad. They're a pretty good little club.
I was looking at that matchup earlier today when I was on break, and I found it really interesting. Even with everything the way it should be at LSU, or could be, I should say, without their coach being a criminal and players have to come in some suspension under a cloud and things of that nature, Yale's still a good matchup for LSU. But LSU's a whole lot more athletic. They've got more size, but Yale's a whole lot more discipline. They've got seasoned players. I think they're going to beat LSU in that game, bad as I hate to say it.
Wow, one and done.
Wow.
One and done. How about Auburn? Everybody's all excited about Auburn right now.
Oh, God. I'm excited about Auburn, too, except for I know what happens when teams that live and die on the three-pointer get in the NCAA tournament. I mean, if you look at Auburn now, they've got Kentucky before 1996. In the years between, say, Rick Pitino years between 89 and 95 when they had a lot of great three-point shooting. But that was really all they were about. Well, if you know, back then they'd sniffed the Final Four, but they couldn't win the championship to put it all together. Well, Auburn's kind of there now. I don't see one team getting hot from three for 6 straight games. Now, look at their bracket. North Carolina, great team. Northeastern's beat a couple teams they shouldn't have. Iowa State is a great team. It's coached well. Wofford's a pretty good team, and then Kentucky's in that bracket, too. I just don't. I'd love to see a Auburn-Kentucky rematch in the final of that game, but I don't believe that Auburn, if they're going to play North Carolina and win, they better stay hot through that game. But I don't see how they can make it through the whole bracket and have every game a hot shooting game.
Tiggy's Huskies are in that bracket as well.
No, not Tisky. He don't claim them in basketball.
Well, why not?
I don't know.
They're number 9 seed. They finished 26 and 8. I mean, you know.
It's kind of weird. He did a little thing the other day, and he said that the Huskies would he didn't say they were contenders.
Well, Washington's a pretty good team. I mean, they belong in the tournament, but, I mean, do you really believe they're going to beat North Carolina?
No, not with the way that they're balling right now.
And really, the whole half of that bracket's set up for North Carolina to go to the Final Four, and Auburn is the one team that can throw a monkey wrench in it. If Auburn stays hot long enough to beat North Carolina, that opens up the bracket for UK.
Well, what about your Wildcats?
What he's talking about?
That's what I'm talking about. I think well, it's easy to say what I'm going to say about them. I'm going to predict the same thing I say every year. We're going to beat Duke to win the national championship. And then the path is just like I'm saying. North Carolina has to get hot. Auburn has to get hot, end up in a game with North Carolina and win it. Now, you got Kansas at number 4. That makes the top half of the bracket easier. Kansas got 2 of the main players out. They're under a cloud of suspicion. They haven't played well the whole second half of the season, in my opinion. When UK played them, it was pretty much an easy game for us with one of those 2 guys on the court. So that's the whole top half of that bracket comes down to North Carolina, Auburn, in my opinion. Now, if you look at UK side of the bracket, Seton Hall beat UK in an early season game this year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe it's going to happen again. I mean, there's really nobody in the lower half of the bracket. Iowa State and Kentucky's met for some epic matchups in the NCAA tournament, but we beat them every time. And I don't see it being any different this year. It really looks to me like North Carolina and Kentucky to go to the Final Four out of the Midwest. And I believe UK is going to beat North Carolina again. But Auburn can throw a monkey wrench in it. They're the one team in the other side of the bracket that's got what it takes. But I don't have any confidence in three-point shooting teams. But I want to see them win it.
Right.
And they can beat North Carolina.
Refresh my memory. Who's our number 1 seeds? Gonzaga, I know, is one of them.
We got Virginia, too.
Virginia, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
And then you got Duke, and then you have Gonzaga.
Right, okay. So, is Tennessee a number 2 seed?
Yes, they're in the South bracket.
Okay.
Yeah, they're in the South, which I believe they deserve as a 2.
Where's Auburn seated at?
Auburn is
they're number 5. They're a 5 seed.
Yeah,
Okay.
5 seed in the Midwest.
In the Midwest. So let's talk about the bracket that, if you don't mind, that Tennessee's in.
Okay.
You got Virginia is one of the best teams in the country all year. They lost in the first round last year. Y'all remember that?
I do.
Yeah.
They was a 1 seed. They lost to VCU. Why did Virginia lose to VCU? Well, we obviously think that Virginia was probably a better team. You think the coaching might have been better, even though the coaching was awful good at VCU.
You're talking about that upset that was like the biggest upset of all time, or one of them.
Exactly.
Yep.
What has changed about Virginia since last year and this year? Virginia still plays the same slowed-down traditional style. They still make it where every possession counts, not just for their opponent, but for them.
Right.
And that's what the NCAA tournament is all about. It slows down. It's a possession-by-possession game. There's more immediate timeouts. It's hard to tire the next team out in the manner that Kentucky would have done, say, in the 70s and 80s. And North Carolina played that way, too. We'd run you until your tongues hang out. Well, Virginia plays the opposite thing. Well, it's just like Auburn with the three-pointers. I think that you can't do everything perfect all the time. I think that style of basketball is awesome, but Bobby Knight is dead, right? Or he's not dead, but he's been around on college basketball anyway.
Right.
I just don't believe that Virginia can maintain perfect basketball all the way through to the Final Four. And I really believe
Who trips them up in their bracket?
I don't think in their bracket. I don't see. Ole Miss they can't do it. Kansas State maybe. Kansas State could trip them up in their bracket, but I see Tennessee winning that bracket. Final Four for Tennessee.
Wow. Vol fans, Bob Arthur just threw you a bone.
And
Congratulations.
I'm trying to remember, who did you say would get Gonzaga?
Who do I think can beat Gonzaga?
Yeah.
I think it'll be Marquette.
Is Baylor in that bracket too?
Yes.
Thought
yes,
so.
they are.
They have to face Syracuse.
Baylor's a capable team, are they not?
Oh, yeah, they got exciting style of basketball. I kind of enjoy Baylor. I don't really watch a lot of Western basketball teams because I don't like a plodding system or a system where one guy keeps the ball and takes 50 shots like like Oklahoma last year. I just don't like it. I don't think it's winning basketball. I think all it does is they're trying to sell tickets.
Right.
Well, that's really, if you look outside of Gonzaga and Marquette in that bracket, that's really what most of those teams are. Florida State's a powerhouse, though. Now, let's just say that.
That's who beat Gonzaga last year.
Yeah, Florida State is another team that can play high-low, lots of power defense, and has they have pretty much, they're like LSU with a little bit more discipline, maybe a couple older guys, a whole lot of size, probably better coaching than LSU. But them and LSU are very similar teams, and I don't believe Gonzaga can get past them. Let's say Gonzaga gets past Syracuse, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Florida State beats Marquette, which I'm picking Marquette now. Let's say they do. I just see one trip up for another after Gonzaga in that bracket. Let's say Gonzaga makes it through the whole West bracket to the regional championship. Well, you look at the other side of it, then you got Michigan and Nevada are both capable. Texas Tech, it's kind of a high-flying team, a lot like Baylor, plays fast brand of basketball, a lot of scoring. I can't see Gonzaga making it out of that bracket. They said somebody tried to tell me that was the toughest bracket, but I'm looking. That's the easiest bracket of all. If you want Michigan in the Final Four, that's a good bracket. But they've overrated Michigan all year. All right. Michigan State, and the other Big Ten teams.
Both of those teams are Michigan and State, I believe. Are they both seeded second in their?
Yeah, they're both 2 seeds. And
yeah.
They both beat each other to death. But Michigan's another team, sort of like Auburn, except they play a little slower, that lives and dies by 3, and I don't believe it can win it. I don't believe solely the three-pointer can win the NCAA tournament. And that's what kills teams like the Virginia Commonwealth that beat Virginia. They wrestled a long way. They had a lot of public support. They were the darlings of everybody. But in the end, you can't stay hot for 6 games. What do you do to win the NCAA tournament if you can't stay hot shooting-wise for 6 games? Well, You got to have a great defensive team. You got to have an all-world player. You got to have a coach that's can adapt as the game goes on. That's why I never picked Syracuse. When you stay the same defense all game long, all year long, your whole career, somebody's going to solve it sooner or later. Just ask David Bailey. All it takes is one little white guy from Indiana, and Syracuse is done. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. True.
I mean, and they all it takes is one guy to get hot, any game. So the teams that can adapt are flexible, have power, talent inside. If you really look at it, it takes us to Duke, Tennessee, and Kentucky, and I got my pick of Marquette. I think Marquette's going to come out of that bracket, go to the Final Four.
Wow.
A lot of Auburn people really believe they're going to the Final Four.
I wish they would. I want the SEC to continue to have success in the tournament. That's
Fuck
what I'm saying
Auburn.
about LSU.
Fuck, hey, fuck Auburn. All right? Okay. Go ahead.
But it's good for us as a league. You got to admit, right? We're all SEC fans here. Nobody tries to hide it.
True.
If Kentucky just steamrolls the whole league every year, how exciting is that? You know, somebody needs to step up and stay permanent competition. Well, now we got coach in the SEC. Bruce Pearl's a help coach.
He is.
Please consider donating to the SmackLe de Jesus Cash for Rust charity. Let's help this Smack legend in his greatest hour of need. Thank you in advance for your most generous donation.
This ad has been brought to you by Doyle Hargraves Construction and Uncle Harvey's Tree Service.
You expect a hemorrhoid medicine to relieve pain and itch, but you get an extra therapeutic action with Preparation H. It helps speed relief to inflamed hemorrhoidal tissue with oxygen action. A special medicine in Preparation H accelerates the absorption of pure oxygen to help shrink swelling of inflamed hemorrhoidal tissue fast. And of course, Preparation H often relieves pain and itch for hours. When you choose a hemorrhoid medicine, remember, oxygen action is special with Preparation H.
Alabama could have hired Pearl.
Alabama should have hired Pearl.
At the time when Pearl was on the market and Auburn got him, Alabama was hanging on to the guy before Johnson. I'm trying to remember who
Anderson.
it was.
No, that's two coaches.
Was it Kennedy?
Who?
Not Kennedy. Who's the one that's on the SEC now? Did he used to coach Alabama? The guy on SEC now? That's
Mark Godfrey?
No, Mark Godfrey. I remember him. He played with Mississippi State.
Yeah.
I think
Godfrey was a good coach.
He was decent. He got Alabama to the Elite Eight. No, I think was it Derek? Or what was his name? Garrett.
So anyway,
I mean, that's horrible for us being Alabama fans.
He was a terrible coach.
He was so forgettable.
Right, but anyway, what was I saying?
I don't know. We were talking about some guy.
Bruce Pearl, too.
Yeah. At the time, they hung on to that guy, and it was like the handwriting was on the wall. They didn't get rid of him. They let Auburn hire him, and then a year later, they go ahead and fire him, and then hire Avery Johnson.
Yeah. And
which
the rest
Avery Johnson's not a terrible coach.
Because we got seeded great in the NIT this year.
Yeah, we're first.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the real tournament, Bob. How about the NIT?
The NIT, every time I spent thinking about that, I mean, these guys, they get another chance to be on TV and it extends their season, and I'm glad for them. They get a little rep at the local arenas, but, I mean, if I heard the NIT was going to be a rep arena tomorrow, I'm not exactly going to take a day off to go see it,
Well, now, if Alabama makes if they make the championship game, I think that's in the Madison Square Garden, isn't it?
That's
New
true.
York?
It should be.
Yeah, we need to head that way.
Go to the game?
Yeah, road trip. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll pick Bob up on the way. He'll be on the way.
I'll meet y'all there.
We'll go check it out.
Y'all go ahead and head there, and I'm going to fly in.
Who's going to pay under for the tickets then for the parking? I'll tell you that.
Now, I think we can. We'll do like you can do here at Legion Field when it gets really busy. You can park in somebody's yard right down the road, and you can save some cash. Hey, those people, they take good care of the cars that park in their yard. They watch them like a hawk.
So, you got one to circle this week where something's going to happen that's going to blow everybody's mind in this tournament.
Well,
where's your Cinderella story at? Do you think it'll be Marquette?
think it'll be Marquette. Yeah, I really do. I mean, that could be as early as, we'll see. If they were to match up on the 21st and the second game is on the 23rd, so as early as Saturday, we could see an upset. We could see an upset there of Marquette over Florida State, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we could see a upset of Nevada over Michigan in the second day of the weekend. Yale over LSU, as we discussed about. You've got another interesting matchup. You've got Minnesota playing Louisville, and the coach at Louisville, and the coach of Minnesota is Rick Pitino Jr.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting. Then you got Kansas and Northeastern. Kansas loves to make early exits from the NCAA tournament. There's another possibility. Then you got Iowa State and Houston will probably meet in the second game of the weekend, and I'm say Iowa State's probably going to beat Houston, and that's going to be a little bit of a
upset.
But here's another that's interesting. Now I know I picked Tennessee to win the South bracket, but there's a team in the bracket that's got everything they need except for experience, and that's Villanova. Now, as y'all know, I picked Villanova all the way through the tournament last year to win the tournament, and they did. Right?
Right.
Well, they got some of the best coaching in the tournament. And that's what college basketball is really about, is coaching. Right? Even if you say it's recruiting, the coach is doing the recruiting. He's trying to get the guys that fit his program. Well, Villanova has actually got a program. Right?
Right.
And they're
we're talking about the defending national champs, right?
No. Yeah. And they're as long as they stay in the tournament, they're getting better every game. I watched a few of their games in the second half of the season, especially, and they just keep getting better and better. A lot of teams have stayed the same and regressed.
Yep.
They, well, if you got a team on the up coming into the tournament, they got a chance. But I don't know. I'm rooting for Tennessee. I think they can take them. That's the one thing to spoil my bracket. I believe Villanova can spoil the South bracket. And then, obviously, everybody's rooting for Duke, but it's hard for me to root for Duke. I believe they're going to win their bracket. I believe they've got the easiest bracket out there out of all of them.
Oh, isn't that always the narrative, though? That Duke always has an easy bracket?
I think so.
Is that... have they hired New England's head coach to negotiate this shit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure they have. They probably run the committee, but I don't know what their deal is, but it seems to work out that way. But the one hope on my opinion, or rooting them out, is Michigan State's got a great coach. He's been there. He's got a pretty good team. It's just Duke is so much more athletic than everybody else. You have the only teams really that match up with them is LSU, but LSU obviously was under coach before they even suspended their coach. And LSU has the athletes to do it. I'd love to see it, but Yellow probably take them out. I don't see them making them far through the tournament, but that's the hope for unseating Duke and taking them out of the Final Four. But you know what kind of ratings it would be if Kentucky plays Duke in the championship game, guys?
Oh, yeah. You got two blue bloods there, so.
Yeah, they're going to set these brackets up for ratings. You know they are.
So let's go ahead and let's dedicate 10 minutes of balls next Tuesday to talking about how Gonzaga got knocked out early.
Oh, I'd love that. That'd be exciting. Do
you think we can get Tiggy for that one?
We can get him. We can get him to agree to it.
All right,
he just won't show. Yeah. All right, Bob. Man, I'm looking forward to this week in basketball.
Yeah, it's going to be some fun.
I'm excited, guys. I think it's going to be a good tournament for the SEC. Last year was a good tournament for the SEC. And it's going to keep on bringing players over, and we're starting to rival the ACC. And I thought we were a better league than the Big Ten this year, so let's see it happen.
True story.
All right, Bob. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you next week.
Me too.
Bye-bye.
What a wonderful conversation.
Right.
As usual with Robert Arthur.
With Dr. Hoops.
His balls segment.
Yep.
Bob Arthur and his balls.
Well, you want to take a break, and then we'll be back in a minute with some election news?
Let's do it. Smacking Off invites you to join us on the podcast. If you have an opinion on an upcoming game, some commentary on your conference, or want to roll with one of your fellow smackers on air, hit us up You can message us at the Smacking Off or X's and O's Facebook pages, email me at maddenshannon@toothfairy.com, or call us on the Smack Line, 304-508-BAIT. And as always, fuck your team.
I want to bite your finger. It's a Dracula game. Just set the clock. Just try your luck.
If Dracula's cape opens, you have to put your finger in his mouth and press the lever. If he leaves a mark on your finger, you have to start over again.
He didn't bite me!
If you can sneak all the way around Dracula's house, you'll win the game.
You're not supposed to bite people.
It's a Dracula game.
I want to bite your finger from Hasbro.
You getting hot? Yeah, you getting thirsty? Yeah, this is a job for Kool-Aid. Hey, Kool-Aid!
Oh yeah, crash bang boom bam, Kool-Aid wipes out thirst for you.
Oh yeah!
Crash a bang a boomer with a big bright smile and a fun taste too.
Oh yeah! Super taste! Your friend's cool. Our friend's Kool-Aid!
Kool-Aid brand soft drink mix.
Oh yeah!
Our audio-only podcast is hosted at podcastgarden.com/podcast/smackingoff, or find us on Google Play Music or on iTunes.
Are you irritated with something we said on the podcast? Well then fuck you. Call the Smack Line and tell us all about it at 304-508-BAIT. Don't be a pussy fuck boy. Call the Smack Line today. Messages left on our Smack Line will be used at the end of Smacking Off the Podcast episode.
Please welcome Jerry Looney and Nick Swain to Smacking Off the Podcast.
How's it going, guys?
Doing all right. How y'all doing?
Oh, we're doing wonderful.
Okay, we got to get the inside scoop of this Russell thing. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, there's actually
like
was
I
some,
said, man, believe it or not, I didn't, man. She messaged me. She was like, so you quit the election or whatever? I was like, well, I mean, I thought you did. And she's like, well, I've never quit anything in my life, and that damn sure ain't fixing to start today. So I was
She
like,
quit
well,
on her.
that's all I
She
needed to
tried
hear.
Alabama spanked the shit out of them.
I think it was that video, man, that Teddy did yesterday. I think that's what lit the fire under her ass, man.
No, man, that video was lighthearted and good spirited.
No, I mean, he gave her some money, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
He threw money back at her.
She was struggling, and Teddy looked out.
Yeah.
Now she doesn't have any financial worries, so, I mean.
Well, that is nice.
I
wonder how much
Teddy really is a good-hearted guy.
He is. Do you think
he
that
is,
was dope
man.
money?
I mean,
That was dope money, wasn't it?
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't think I would have gave her like my.
Man, I mean, you
cash.
dropped a fucking sack of money on her ass. I was like, what?
Yeah.
It was a little sack, but
it was little, but
I mean,
still,
you just
know,
call
it's
Teddy's
full.
sack little.
That sack was.
You asshole.
I mean, I've never seen the sack you're talking about.
No, he did the one video, where he's dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see there's some sack in there. I mean, there's a very thin piece of fabric covering our eyes from the sack, but you can definitely see
Teddy's
the outline,
a performance artist, is he
the
not?
outline and the shape of the sack. Clearly. I watched it 18 times, and I watched the sack every single time. I know exactly what that sack looks like. If he were to pull it out right now, I could pick it out of a lineup.
So
not to fucking pick it out of the lineup. Damn it.
I want my bag of cash, goddammit.
The deadline to do a video is next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, we have to see a video.
Right. At the point,
I thought Teddy gave her a pass on that. I thought he said she could use that video.
Yeah, I do remember him saying something like that. We're going to give you a pass on making a video.
I think she needs to make a video. I mean, what kind of president would not want to appear on
run
camera?
My fucking partner back off.
I'm not running anybody off. I
just got her back in the damn race.
So how about this? If she doesn't make a video, at least get her on here.
Yeah, man, she doesn't.
She's no stranger to this show. Shannon Russell's been on before.
Yeah, if I remember smoking her that week on.
I mean, some people are just, I guess you could say, camera shy. I mean,
what's she gonna do for the State of the Union and shit? I'm sorry, the State of the Smack Union. Whatever we fucking do. That's gonna be a monthly thing.
I'm sitting here thinking that Amy Welch
Was that a video?
did
You
a
have to make a
video.
video every month.
She did.
Amy Welch did a video.
A very popular video.
Yeah, it was extremely. It went viral for a minute there.
Yes.
It broke the internet.
Well, damn, I missed that. I must have been whenever I left.
I remember that video. I wasn't in here when it was
You didn't.
posted,
You didn't.
but
You didn't miss it.
No, you didn't miss it. You remember that video?
You don't remember Boy Bye?
Yeah.
Isn't that the one where she was saying her
I got
And
the
I ain't
damn
fat by
titties
no
and stuff.
means.
My
Yeah.
bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Amy.
My
Brother
titties
Amy.
is real.
Damn, that was
So that was
fucked up. I shouldn't.
Teddy that said that.
Oh,
My titties is real.
his titties is real. I know. Amy
Yeah, I
Welch
do
was talking
remember
about
that
her
video.
titties was real.
Okay.
Wasn't she?
I
But
forgot
she's
all
not
about
fat
that
by no
fucking Amy.
means.
Well, she's talking about body shaming people, and then she proceeded to
That was
body
the great
shame
video.
small girls, talking about you've been fucking these girls that look like boys, and that they're, you know.
Yeah, man.
What's wrong with that?
There ain't no way-
I'm not gonna lie.
What's wrong with that?
here's the only thing I got to question at. She said her boobs are real, but we didn't see no evidence of them being real. So how the hell are we supposed to take her for her word?
They got to be real because there's no way that if you were going to do fake boobs, they'd look like that.
Full disclosure,
Yeah,
we
I
have
see them.
reached
They're
out
fucking
to Amy Welch to try to bring her back into the group.
You've seen them, Nick?
And
Yeah, I seen it.
really, you did see him.
I was like, yo, why? I'm snitching, Nick. You better give me some money.
Yeah, and see the thing is that I'm looking right. Hang on, let me look in my AOL Messenger box, and I don't see the pictures that you're talking about right now. So what the fuck's up with that, Nick?
What's that? I didn't hear you.
I don't have any titties in my Messenger inbox. Thank you.
Nick's getting
Man,
small right
I didn't save it, man, and it wasn't sent to me. I mean, she didn't send it to me; she sent it to somebody
But
else. And
that's
then
the
it got
thing,
sent
though,
to
is
me.
that
But
you being my bro are supposed to send it to me, you motherfucker.
I sent it to Walt B, I believe.
So
Walter
Walter's
Brown,
got
I
a
believe
copy of
he got
this,
them.
but Walter
He might
has not
still
sent
have
me a
them,
copy.
so
What the
you can
fuck
ask
is
him.
wrong with y'all? There's like a whole conspiracy in this group against me. That's what this is.
There's
I mean,
weird
this
cliques in our
is
group.
damn
Have you noticed
much
that?
There
different,
is.
man.
It's very cliquish.
It is. We have a cliquish group.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've done everything to try to fight that.
But this
There's
is
just
why
no fighting
this
it
is why Teddy is going to be hard to beat. Teddy is because Teddy has tapped into all those cliques.
Yes.
He's a hero to all the cliques.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's gonna be tough, man. I mean, but I got faith, man. I think me and Shannon can do it.
I don't know
It's gonna be tough. She's gonna have to damn step up her game.
We can't
No
count
doubt.
out Pike
We're
though.
gonna do
We
it.
can never count out Pike.
Yeah, Pike is going to come at you. Now he recently broke up with his girlfriend though. He's dealing with some serious shit.
Yeah, but that may actually turn into a positive for his campaign.
He's got a lot of free time, and he's going to be
that's
drunk.
true.
Right.
Okay.
I think after the deadline, after the 26th, the campaigns are really going to intensify.
Yeah.
Right now, we're in a
We're just
we're
fucking around
just
right
preliminaries.
now.
Yeah.
We're playing the first round games.
It's kind of like a drought, man. Ain't hardly anybody talking about
And
it.
yeah, you got to get Mac involved though.
Yeah.
Is
I planned on talking to her after I got off the phone.
Hell, I got to get Shannon involved in it, man.
who? Oh, I think Nick, you're the president, aren't you?
No, I believe she's the one running for president, man.
I don't
just,
know about that.
campaign, I believe.
I think you've taken this campaign over. I mean, I think you need to be the one running. No, I'm not.
Are you not?
I'm serious. I am dead serious right now. Nick has gone the extra mile here. What has Shannon done for him? I mean, think about it. She's jeopardized the whole entire candidacy. So I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not trying to make waves here, but I mean, you know.
I'm good people.
I understand that, but at the same time, I think you need to. I think you need to reach your hand up, and you need to ascend the throne yourself.
And how about Billy Bob Jones and his dog? I mean,
I still don't know anything about that.
Do I need to look that up?
He's pretty cool.
He's a Georgia fan, man. I mean, he's got that going for him.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, that's not really.
Go Dogs.
Yeah. But,
Hey, Nick, you want to know about one of my funnest stories?
Oh,
I didn't hear you, buddy.
He did a video.
So you want to know about one of my funnest stories that I've experienced over the years? Well, my
Remember
short
him?
years. I showed up to the SEC championship game. Not last year, or not this previous year, but the year before. And I was sitting on Georgia's side with family with Alabama gear on. This freaking old woman walked up to me and said, "They're going to kill you if you don't get the fuck out of here."
Look, are you
So
trying to
you was at the Georgia Auburn game with Alabama.
Georgia Alabama game.
I would be too.
We're trying to use the phone. phone.
Georgia played Auburn in the
Guys.
SEC championship the year before.
Hey, guys.
They played Alabama last year.
They
in the
can't
SEC
hear us, can they?
championship.
I have no
Oh,
idea.
Hey, can y'all hear us?
I said that wrong. I'm sorry, guys.
Hey, hold up 1 second. This is really important.
You know, one of them's who knows what fan he is. The other guy's a Kentucky fan, and they don't play football.
Is that
I'm
a
telling
trash,
you,
bro?
vote Billy
Yeah.
Beto this year for presidential election, and I
that's his
promise we'll make Georgia great again.
Go dog.
Good night, my constituents. Have a good day.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, he dished me, man, on my hair, man, because I'm going bald.
You know what? I don't think
He
he was.
got me there.
I don't
Well,
think.
wait
he-
a minute. Why are you going bald?
Why am I going bald?
Yeah.
I got some badass kids, man. That's why.
Why? You're
little
chilling.
boys are
Hey, you want to hear something funny, Nick?
If you beat them more often, they won't be bad.
I beat the shit out of
Nick,
them sometimes.
he was never talking about you. He was talking about Darb, Teddy's running mate. It's a made up character. It's a fake account. But you ever seen Darb? Oh God.
I seen him, man. I checked him out, man. He
it's
seemed
not.
like a pretty cool guy, man.
Yeah, it's not real.
I'm George Montgomery. This is my game room. The furniture you see, I made. You know, I used to shine it with paste wax, but now I use new Pledge. Pledge now has key ingredients found in Johnson paste wax to give rubbed-in paste wax beauty instantly. Doesn't that wood grain look great? Now, if that isn't paste wax beauty, I'm not George Montgomery. Remember, now you get the rubbed-in beauty of paste wax instantly every time you dust with new Pledge.
Fred, I told you, you dance the merengue all night, you get a headache.
Oh.
You eat 5 enchiladas with chili sauce, you get a heartburn.
Oh.
I'll give you some Alka-Seltzer.
When you have upset stomach with headache or body aches and pains, Alka-Seltzer has antacids and specially buffered aspirin for quick relief.
The Alka-Seltzer worked.
Good. We've got another party tonight.
Oh my God, we're doing this, aren't we, Darb?
Sorry.
You did that in all caps too.
Yeah, I needed to.
We need to start a group and just
So
call it
Darb, the
Darb.
fake account, and he's running for vice president.
We're gonna start Darb the group,
His name's Terrence Darb.
and it's just gonna
Darb.
be just strictly. It's just gonna be strictly. I don't know what's the worst smack that there is.
Family Smack.
No, what's worse than Family Smack? There's got to be something worse than Family Smack.
I guess going after dead family.
Dead Family Smack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's real.
Terrence
Did I
Darby.
say he was fake?
That's Terrence Trent
I
Darby.
think he's real, man, because like him and his girlfriend was having a conversation
Yeah.
and stuff on one of the posts.
Yeah.
You know, if we could get Scotty to make that face, that would kind of look like Scotty. S.M. Gibson, who we've had on the show several times. But that's the trick, is you got to get him to make that face. And he would just, you'd have to catch him in the right light. But yeah, Scotty could pull that off. What is that he's got around his neck?
We don't know. Nobody knows.
Yeah. He's a Jedi there.
Yeah.
These are some great pictures.
Yeah, okay, sorry, it's the same two pictures.
That's a killer lightsaber. I wish I had a lightsaber like that. I wasn't trying to be sexual. Okay, you gotta keep it scored home. All right, well, great. This is wonderful. That's where you got that name from, Terrence Trent D'Arby.
No.
Yes.
That's something
Singer
else.
from the 80s, Wishing Well.
Wish me like a wishing well. Yeah, I remember that.
Do, do, do.
You know these guys here are pretty young.
man.
These guys
That's a fucking badass tune, dude.
How old are you guys, man? Combined.
I'm 30, man. Or I'll be 30 this year.
I'll be 25 in April.
Shit. They're like less than 60.
And you're 60.
Combined. I am not.
Together.
You're 50.
I ain't even 50 yet.
58. You're 58.
I'm 47, Dickel.
I'm in my mid-20s still. My dick gets so hard.
Hey, is that him? That's a good picture. That's a good likeness.
That is him. He's bald. He's a bald-headed man. He looks like... Did you ever see the original Red Dragon? Remember the movie Red Dragon?
Yep.
You know, the Thomas Harris... Yeah. There was the original. Was done back in the 80s. Manhunter. Yep. You ever seen Manhunter?
I have.
Yeah, that kind of looks like dude from Manhunter. The Francis Dollarhide Manhunter. Not the one in Red Dragon. That was Ralph.
You can't
Ralph
find it
Fiennes.
anymore. It used to be in a video store over here, but
You
You
get
get it on
them shits
VHS.
You can get them shits on Cody all day long, baby.
have you seen Manhunter on Cody?
Yeah, yes, I've actually watched it on Manhunter, or watch it on Cody.
Gotcha.
Now, I haven't done it on the new streaming stuff we got now, the Morph and all that.
A new Red
So
Dragon.
who's all on right now, man? Is this Shane,
Me, you,
Doug, and,
Teddy. Teddy's just
Jared?
kind of lurking.
And Terrence Darb is going to be joining us any moment now.
And Smack LD Jesus.
I hope he wears that.
Fuck yeah, call him, man. I ain't talked to old Smack L in a long time.
He is threatening to come back into the group, and I don't know. We're still mulling over.
I'm not gonna lie, man. There's a good chance if me and Shannon win, man, he might get a pardon, at least for a day.
Okay.
I've already thought about that. We're gonna have to give some perks to the president.
I mean, come on, man. For a day, you gotta give the guy a day, man. Just let him tell us how he's been. I checked out his GoFundMe page the other day too, man. I seen that. That was pretty funny.
He is not allowed to be admin though, unfortunately.
We ran a commercial of him tonight for his. Yeah, it's a true story. Here it is. Y'all want to hear it?
The Smack Jesus hair cream.
Yeah, let's do the Smack Jesus commercial. You ready?
All right, let's do it.
Please.
How did I miss this? I stepped out.
Cash for Rust charity. Let's help this Smack Legend's greatest hour of need.
That's like cash
for your donation.
This act has been brought to you by Doyle Ray Structure and Uncle
Hargreaves. Who did this shit?
I don't know. I'm firing the producer after this episode.
Bastard.
His ass is up. What the fuck is this shit?
But you can
Bye-bye.
action.
Is that Christopher Reeves walking?
It should have been.
No, not Christopher Walken. That's a different dude.
That's. I mean, seriously, I almost. What is that he did that on? Is that a? It's not PayPal. It's GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost went. I mean, what do you got to donate to actually get a donation through? It's got to be more than whatever they charge to process.
I don't know.
Because Teddy went in and tried to donate 35 cents and it wouldn't go through.
Yeah, I tried to donate 50 cents to something. I can't remember what it was.
I think you have to do at least.
It might have been to Smack L's account, as a matter of fact.
He's trying to raise 10 grand, and y'all.
They wanted me to leave a tip and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, you motherfuckers are here trying to get 35 cents. Try to do 50,
but it won't let me put cents in. You got to put a dollar amount. They won't let you do cents.
Exactly. You need to quit being fucking cheap.
Do $1, man.
Help that motherfucker out, man. God.
After all he's done for
you seen pictures of him, he's struggling.
Just said, God bless you, but I did.
He I can't believe you cheap ass. So trying to give him 35 cents.
Distillation, man.
Are y'all still running for president or not? I guess that's what it boils down to.
I'll still run as long as I still run.
Well, I mean, if you had we need to get these guys to start criticizing each other, or at least their campaigns.
Yeah.
So,
Jerry, go ahead and tell Nick what a bitch he is.
Who is it? Who am I telling?
Nick. You're on the line.
He don't even know who Nick is.
Yeah,
He's
Nick.
like, who the fuck is this Nick?
Yeah, I know who Nick is.
Come on.
I beat his fucking ass on that golf clash, man. He knows better than say I'm a bitch.
Oh, no.
I made him my bitch on that damn golf
He beat me
clash.
one fucking time because I was giving his ass coins.
I tore his ass up, man.
What were y'all playing?
He was talking all that shit about how bad he was and shit, man, and I come in and tore his ass
What were y'all playing?
This is a game called
Golf Clash.
Nobody ever invites me to Golf Clash.
Man, you need to check it out, man.
You got it
like to play
downloaded.
golf, man. It's a pretty good game.
I got to download something to play this? No.
Yeah, man.
That's how they get you, buddy.
download it.
Yeah, the NSA knows what you're doing. They know when you're jerking off to the Pornhub. You see that camera on the phone? That works two ways,
man. X videos. That's where it's at.
For that shit, I'll give him an extra
and really, can we seek out a sponsorship from X Videos for Smacking Off Podcast?
Sure.
Yes,
I think that'd be wonderful. X Videos is superior to Pornhub. It really is. I love their layout.
Even if they won't sponsor us, we'll still run it. We'll still run a spot if you want to.
Yeah. We need to
I'm
come
more
up
of
with
a
something
Brazzers
catchy.
kind of person.
You're what?
The real fake shit, I guess you'd say.
What? Which one?
The Brazzers. I don't like the whole layout there, man. Whenever you go on there.
Fuck all that.
See, at least on the X videos, you can just scroll up and down or whatever. That Brazzers, you got to go sideways and all kinds of shit, I believe. So.
Yeah, y'all need to go to the dark web, though. You want some really good porn? Go to the dark web sometimes. You'll see shit there you'll never forget.
I got chastised earlier in a courtroom.
You did what?
I got chastised in a courtroom.
For what?
They were talking about a case about this person that hung themselves. I don't know what come over me, but at that time, I looked to my right and
I'm not hearing shit he's saying.
Yeah,
you're breaking up.
You broke up at the most important part of the story.
I think Teddy may be fucking with us.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right, so we were in courtrooms today. Me and my nephew, one of our friends hung himself.
Oh shit.
And I don't know what come over me, but that particular time I looked over at my nephew. I go, damn, that dude got some hang time, didn't he?
Got some hang time. I be damn.
Was he your friend?
Yeah, he was a friend. He
He was
was
your
good.
shitty friend. That's all I got to say about that. Jerry Looney for president, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give him a big fucking hand. You
Got
fucking
some
asshole.
fucking
You're a
hang
fucking asshole.
I believe that Teddy may have he may be in your phone right now.
Yeah, he may be hacking your phone.
Teddy.
Hey, Teddy, just don't share that porn I made a while back. I still ain't published it to Pornhub.
Well, what's the difference between these two campaigns, man? Before we go, I've got to know. I mean, there's got to be some kind of dividing thing here. Nick, you said y'all were gonna make Family Smack great again. How are you gonna do that?
Do you remember the last off season, man?
Yeah. Titty
Do you
Gates.
remember how juicy and it was just great.
Yeah.
That's what we plan on bringing back, man. So far, it's just been lame. Ain't nothing really been happening.
Is Shannon on board for this?
That I don't know, man. She's it's just gonna happen either way, you know.
Jerry Looney.
I have to use my vice presidential powers, man, and
You
go
might have to.
overboard or whatever. But
See, Jerry don't have to do that.
We're gonna make Family Smack great again.
Jerry don't have to do
Anybody
that.
that
Jerry's
was
the
here last
press.
off-season
When was Family Smack ever great? Let's get that straight right now.
He said last off season.
man.
He's talking about the
That's
Titty
when it was
Gates
great. And after that, it died out, man. I left the group. And
I have a
it
theory
just got
on why
boring.
that
It
happened,
was just
but whatever.
sports.
Well,
We'll
So we
discuss
got to
that
make it
another
fun
episode.
again, man. We got to bring back the drama. I mean, hell, we had group wars and all kinds of shit going on.
Yeah. And then we didn't.
Jerry, what's
It
your
was just
plan?
never a dull moment, man. There was thread after thread after thread. That was 1,000 comments. I mean, it was like every day we was having a 1,000 comment thread.
And then we booted all those members.
Y'all remember all that?
Yeah. Amy Welch, this one's for you.
Amy Welch won't come back.
Pour one out for my homie.
Jerry, what's your plan?
Well, you know, I've been thinking on it, but I haven't really come up with a definite answer. I guess I'm gonna have to leave folks until after the deadline, and I'll reveal what my plan is.
Yeah, it's.
See, he said he's got to get a plan first.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because Teddy's hacked your phone and we can't hear you anymore.
Yeah, I gotta throw this out here, guys. People love free shit. If you just offer a bunch of free shit, people will vote for you.
Yeah.
It's a true story.
Candy ass team.
Yep, Teddy is definitely in his phone.
That's all those fucking what do you call?
Did you just say candy ass titties?
Is it
What
going
did you
out
say?
again?
Yes. Your phone is just
Candy ass kids. This is what I
fucked.
said.
It's your fucking cheap ass track phone. You need to fucking spend some real money and get you a phone. God.
It's a fucking S7, but I've had it since it come out.
S7, a Samsung.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know why my shit's been
Why?
very cheap.
Because you need to get on that 4G, bitch. Yeah, if you were
All right,
on,
can you-
if you were on it, no, if you were on a 4G, I could hear you just fine. Or 5G. They got 5G now.
See, I was walking in the yard and I didn't realize my Wi-Fi was connected. And it's very shitty out
Oh. Hey, how are you doing? I can hear you now.
here. All right, now,
you
say
come-
what you said earlier before I said something about candy ass kids, so I can remember what the fuck I was.
Did
gonna
you say? Did you say? You did say candy. I thought you said candy ass titties. I'm sorry.
You said something about free shit, and I said no.
Yeah.
That's the candy ass kids that want to vote for Bernie Sanders. I don't want none of that shit.
No, it's not about that. I mean, Trump won, and he promised everybody a free wall. I mean, everybody promises free shit. That's how you do it.
I don't know. I can't offer nothing free. I'm too damn poor to be offering anything, really. right
Damn
this
it,
second.
man! I'm trying to help you win this election here. Do you want to win this election or not?
And you could get. I mean, Teddy will probably provide it. I mean, he's got the money bags.
True.
That's true. I didn't even think about that. I'm gonna have to hit Teddy up after this podcast.
So I mean, really, this whole entire segment has probably just been an advertisement for Teddy for president. It really has been.
It's possible.
I'm so disappointed. I'm disappointed in both you fellas. I'm disappointed in you, Shannon Russell, if you're listening.
And
fuck you, Shannon.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that guy fucking Darb, he's never going to be on anything. I guarantee it.
Yeah, Darb is. I wouldn't. That guy looks creepy.
Yeah.
That guy.
He'd make a skin suit.
That guy knows where all of the children in the neighborhood sleep. I'll just leave it at that.
Find Smacking Off the podcast on YouTube, at Podcast Garden, Google Play Music, and iTunes. Make sure to check out the 9 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday and Friday Facebook Live episodes at #FamilySmack.